Hi, I'm Cynthia and I do research at Chaminade. I have an undergraduate degree in chemistry, which took me 4 years, and also a master's in forensics, which took me about 2 to 3 years. Latent fingerprint examiners are trained really well in knowing how to find and examine fingerprints. Fingerprints are unique to all of us, as in no two people have the same fingerprints, not even twins. Because of this is a very good technique to identify people. Fingerprints are created from your body's natural sweat and oils being deposited onto another surface. The role of a fingerprint examiner is to compare fingerprints left at the crime scene to a known source of fingerprints, which is created from 10-print card. Now I'll demonstrate how to prepare a 10-print card, and it looks like this. A 10-print card holds a record of your 10 fingerprints. Right now I'll prepare my ink prints on the 10-print card by rolling my fingers on the ink pad from left to right, and also rolling it from left to right on the card. So I get all sides of my finger. So I'll move on to my left hand. There are spaces on the bottom of the 10-print card where I do my fingers simultaneously. And then I'll show you how the completed 10-print card looks like. And if you don't have an ink pad, just write on your finger pad to ink them, and then just roll your fingers across. That's actually easier. You pull your paper to the edge of the table. Now we'll do my right hand. Remember to roll it left to right. And then move the paper up a little so I can get to the 4 fingers at the same time. Usually at crime scenes, fingerprints are not visible to the eye unless the person has previously touched paint or blood and then touched the surface. So in order to visualize fingerprints that you can't see by eyes, we use certain supplies to enhance and be able to see the fingerprints patterns. So I'll apply magnetic powder using an applicator. Just very gently apply the powder to your item containing the fingerprint. I'm wearing gloves so I don't contaminate the item with my fingerprints. I'll use tape here to lift the fingerprint to place it onto this backing card. Make sure you press down the tape securely onto the fingerprint before you lift it. If you wanted to create this on your own, take a paper plate and make sure your fingers are not too dry. If they are too dry, run it through your hair. Make sure it's the pads of your fingerprints and not the fingertips. Lightly press it onto the plate, not too hard or your patterns will be smushed. And if you have gloves, put on gloves so that you don't transfer more fingerprints onto your item of choice. I have flour here in place of fingerprint powder, and just gently tap it over the surface of your item with the fingerprint that you created. And just lightly move the powder around and tap off any excess. I'll lift the fingerprint with tape. And in place of a backing card, we'll use a colored Post-it. So characteristics that they look for are here mentioned here, which is a loop, whirl, or arch. Those are the big characteristics. You can examine your own 10-print card and identify which characteristic you notice for each finger. That could be a great exercise. And in addition, you can also create 10 print cards with the rest of your family and go around maybe finding a piece of evidence that you can find a fingerprint on and practice lifting the fingerprint and create a little whodunit game with the family.